Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Budsy, and I want to first of all thank you all for watching my previous video on Scooby-Doo. And I had some requests in regards to another one, and the request that I had most recently is to create Yoda. So that's what we're going to do today. So first of all, what you need to do is on your paper, you want to draw a little bit more like an oval. Okay, so just like before, multiple strokes. Then we want to draw a line right through the middle, just like this. And we want to draw a line, again, curved, right like this. Okay, Yoda has a little bit of a lemon type face, so we're kind of going with that shape to start off with. The next thing we want to do is we want to draw a line right below here. This is where his nose is going to end up going. And then another line that goes right along beneath it. This is where we're going to end up having his mouth. The next thing that you're going to do is draw a curved line that splits about the middle, and another curved line that splits about the middle on this side, so that we've got those two broken in half. The next thing you want to do is he has a kind of a circular shaped ovally nose, so we want to create that right here. And then the next thing we want to do is about a few centimeters this way, we want to draw an oval that we're going to use for his eye. Same thing, about equal distance on this side. Draw another oval that's going to be his other eye. So let's focus in on this area to try and get that shape of his face. The next thing I want to do is to draw a curved line that goes right along here. Another curved line that goes right along here. And I want to define his nose a little bit more. And once I get this, the next thing I want to do is draw a line. He has an old man type feel, so he's going to have lots of wrinkles. So we're going to start right like this, curved line out to the side. The next thing I want to do is to take this line and curve it up to both sides right like this. And then also want to make sure that his mouth goes down a little bit, because again, he has that wrinkly type feel. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to complete this line a little bit more. Notice it goes out over on this side of the oval. Same thing, complete this line a little bit more. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come underneath, and I'm going to make sure that this line goes up. Again, make sure this line goes up so that you've got a little bit of that eyelid type feel. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to draw a center dot right here for his pupils. And we're starting to get that feel for Yoda right here. Now, another thing I want to do is I want to complete his brow line and come up above, get a curve on both sides. And I also want it to kind of go underneath here and get a curve that goes up over. Now he has a really big indentation right in here, again because he has he is an older guy. Get some wrinkly feel right through here. Okay, so you're starting to see a little bit of that impression that we've got for him. And what I want to do here is I want to give him a little bit of wrinkles that come up, so you can kind of see how we're creating this feel for Yoda just around for his face. Now, he does have a little bit of a point that comes up to his top of his head, so I'm going to raise up a tiny bit from his forehead because it isn't a perfect oval. Come along the sides here, and the same thing down here. I want to make sure that I get him a little bit of a chin because he isn't a perfect lemon head. And then I want to kind of complete going around here. Same thing over on this side. So we kind of have this round shape again, right like this for Yoda. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit more wrinkles underneath his eyes. Okay, just like that. And I'm also going to give a little bit more above his eyebrow line. And I also now want to start to add in his ears. Now his ears are going to be starting, if you notice where his brows are, brow line right here is, I want to make sure my ears come out just like this. And I give it a little bit of a curved shape. It's almost going to be like a rectangle. Okay, and then his ear comes out just like this. One, and then I'm going to come around with a curve, and it's going to reach for right around here, right around where his cheek line is. I'm going to do the same thing over on this other side. Again, coming out. And around. And again, we want to make sure that we get that triangular look of his ears. Remember, anything that you do right now, you can go around and you can adjust later on. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I want to start to continue to form his face. So I want to make sure his ear, it looks like it's not just a triangle off the side of his head. So I want to make sure I get that earlobe look. Come in. Just so he had that indentation type feel. Same thing over on this side. Okay, and then also making sure that it looks really nicely attached on this side. Come around. And we're essentially going to start to now also adjust to make sure that we're getting a really nice look for him. Okay, so that we've got the basic shape now of his head. So now what we want to do is we want to come in here and we want to make sure that we start to give him a little bit more formation. Come up to his head a little bit more using some of these lines that we created in the beginning. To again get some of those wrinkles on the top here that we have. And then down here, get a little bit more of that chin feel. Because again, we need to make sure we continually add and adjust to give that impression of that older guy look. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to go through again and take out some of these, some of this extra pencil so we can finish up this drawing. See you in a bit. All right, we are back, and as you can see, again, I cleaned up a bunch of the edges, refined a few of the different spots, and so I'm ready to be able to add some fine details within our buddy Yoda. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a little bit to his face right here to give him a lower lip. So I'm just going to draw a line that goes underneath here. And I'm also going to take some lines and come down here so I can refine a little bit more of his chin area, because he again has a lot of wrinkles on him, which helps to give that old sage type feel. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this corner here, and again I'm going to go up just to give a little bit of a feel in regards to his eyebrow line. Take this one back down here, and then I'm also going to just add a little bit of shading above these areas right here. And I'm going to draw some lines above right here. He does have a few lines that come down over here as well, but I need to make sure that I get that really good, strong, wrinkly type feel with him. Another thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to give a little bit, kind of a cheek line that comes right along the edge here. Define a little bit more underneath his eyes. come right around here. And one thing that isn't so easy to show with pencil and paper is that he has a lot of little hair. So I can give a little bit of that old man kind of look along the edges here. But this is where you become much better if you are able to actually go through and adjust using like colors and things like that. So go along here, go along the edge, and add, subtract just as much. Using pencil again is the best way to do this because you can go through and you can make any adjustments that you want in the end. So hopefully you liked the tutorial, and I look forward to doing more in the future. If you have any requests, feel free to give me a message in regards to how you like this one and others that you'd like. Look forward to talking to you soon. See ya.